You're tuned in to Hump Holiday Wednesdays on Quiet Time Radio.
We're going to be talking about today the causes and the effects of the independent woman. Now, this is a emotionally charged subject. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you try to present it, it's off the chain. So some of the things that we're going to be covering today is, basically what's caused it. We're going to make sure that we have a balanced conversation. This is not a woman or a man bashing situation. We just want to address some of the problems and the issues that, has kind of plagued our people, So, what are your thoughts, Doug? I'm going to just open it up with this one right here.
Hey.
All right, this is DJ Doug Blaze, and I got my partner in crime, Jay Jolley, is in the building. He'll be chiming in, giving us some statistics and giving us some different angles. But I just want to kind of say that I'm going to open it up with this right here. Okay. One of the main things that I seen or I see when it comes to, well, first let's define this, Doug. You with me?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
What in your opinion is a man's role in a marriage or marriage to be type of relationship? What do you think the initial role is, for that man? Just off the top of your
all
head.
the way around, a man is definitely a provider. Not necessarily the sole provider, but a provider, a nurturer, someone that brings comfort, protection, love, honor, respect. The whole gamut, that's the man's role. Unfortunately, the dynamics, the way things are these days, 2014, the men, it's just a whole nother role for the men, and it's a whole nother role for the women.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, it's all about wearing hats, man. And when it comes to family, you should be willing to do whatever it takes.
I'm with you on that, because I think that one of the major problems is that we don't define and take on a role. Because when I think about things, I kind of think in terms of a team. You have to. Everybody's trying to achieve the same goal of success, of what true success is. Because some people define success is just as making a lot of money, or being on top of this and that. But they have no morality in the situation. So the first thing needs to happen is you kind of need to define what the role is for a man and a woman, except that responsibility. Everybody can't do everybody's job, even though each person's job is essential.
That's right.
So like you said, it's a man's job to go out here and provide. That's his initial job. Now, this doesn't mean, fellas, if you listening in, that when you get home from the house, just because, you done brought home the check and, that your job ends. It doesn't end.
Does not end.
You have to be there emotionally, and attentively, just as well as you are from a financial piece. You gotta pick up some dishes and wash, mop a floor every now and then. It's just go ahead, Doug.
Exactly. I'm saying, and just to say also, man. Let's say the man is in a situation where he's not the sole provider, and he's, it's two income household, and let's say the woman's bringing home the bread, and he's doing odds and ends or whatever. But you can't just sit around and anticipate for the wife to come home and just kick in that wifely situation. You got it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to help out, do the dishes, make sure the place is clean, make sure the kids' homework is done.
Right.
Hold down the family. That's what it's all about. Holding down your family. Some can't do it monetarily, but time is just as important, if not more.
Right. All right. So now, we kind of established that. So we're gonna keep this a balanced conversation. Like I said. All right. Let's move on. So.
Let's do it.
So, I think one of the major problems with, a woman doing her job, because we talked about the men. Now let's move on to. Can we move on, ladies?
Yes,
okay. All right. Now, but a woman's first initial role is to nurture. Okay.
That's right.
How do you do that? Okay. First of all, you have to be in a position to do it. That's just like, okay. People kind of made the whole thing about a woman being at home a negative, thing, and you need to be at the house and barefoot. Ladies, let me tell you something. Do not buy into that. Do not buy into that. A woman's job at the house is so much work You understand?
It's so
to do
important.
It, if you're doing it right, it is so important. The children need you. They need you. And when you're away, when you're out the house, and we'll get to that, the reasons why women now have to be out the house, even in a situation where you're married. Exactly. You know, we're going to talk about, you know, different benefits that you can't get when you're together. All of that takes away. But back to what I was saying, the children need you, okay? And I think back in the day, somewhere along the lines, people kind of got it misconstrued. They looked at the woman working at home. They devalued what she was doing at home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it made women want to be liberated because what they were bringing to the table wasn't being respected. So it caused a whole nother set of problems that we're looking at in society today. And it don't mean because you at home doing what you need to do for your family that you're not working and bringing something to the table. That's right. You're there because the man, we can't be there. You understand?
You bring just as much value to the table.
Just as much value to the table.